Hi, and welcome to Icon of the Seas. We are super excited to give you a cabin tour of our balcony stateroom. We're on the 7th floor, and we're on room 7584. So let's go in right now. Proximity key makes it super easy to get in and check out this room. There is lots to show in this room, and let's get started with some different things on this latest, newest ship. If we click over here, no longer do we have a dial. We have a whole command center here, and we have a touchpad to control the air conditioning or the heat. Over here we have lights off, medium, and full blast. And they even have settings that control a variety of lights to give you some mood lighting, from wake up morning to evening. If you're watching a movie or you want to go to sleep and turn everything off, you just hit it right there. So that's pretty cool. Want some basic controls? This is going to turn all your lights on manually here, and this will turn on the bathroom. So let's check out the bathroom. This looks different than what we're used to. No longer do we get the round shower. Right off the bat, you can see it's actually a nice, I'll go in there, wide bathroom with a full seat, as you'll see in a moment. And it actually gives you more room. Now what they do here is they do a split opening, so it doesn't really take up as much room to get opened in and out, which is really nice. The controls, you can see, are the same on most every Royal Caribbean ship, with hot and cold and the temperature on different dials. And then they give you just their house all-in-one shampoo and conditioner right there. We've got the flush over here with some shelving on the side, which we're making good use of. And it's nice tall shelving, so if you have bottles, you're really all set there. Then over here, your sink area is a little bit smaller than in past ships, but it's very functional. Nice sink, shelving below, 3 shelves. And over here, you have some small shelving. Excellent. So I think we've not had any trouble with having storage and access to everything, and it's Icon of the Seas, so everything is kind of like still fresh and new. So as we're leaving, you'll see that there's actually lots of hooks all around. So you get hooks here for your towels. The door is very nicely made. It's also magnetic for the first time. So there's no clanging or turning of a knob. It just opens and then magnetically shuts. And talking about storage areas or places, you have hooks over here, and we have our robes and some of our jackets over here. So a lot going on in the first few feet. You have a mirror here, but they're really trying to maximize storage. So besides a full-length mirror, you have more shelving. And of course, the safe right there. Okay, as we're going a little further in, let's look at the closet space since we're talking about shelving. Turning the corner, you'll see you have long storage here for hang-up clothes and enough room for shoes and other things on the floor. And then over here is more hang-up storage for things that are not quite as long. And a good amount of space. It's not the most we've seen, but it's certainly functional for our 7-day cruise on Icon. And then this is something new. If you go down here, they've changed these to baskets instead of drawers over here, which I'm on the fence of what's better, but this is actually very functional. It just makes it a little bit more, more steps to take it out and put it down to grab some clothes, but it is very functional. I think I actually get more stuff in here. And then we have both of our shoes down below here. So you can call it a closet, you can call it a storage system, but this is pretty much what you have for your main storage area. Okay, now as we come over here, we have the desk and vanity area, which is very sleek. Before we look at the drawers and things, you can see we have some extra, this is actually a table that you can move around if needed, but they put it right here to make it look and function as extra countertop space, and we're using it for ice. And then over here you'll see we have outlets galore. We have 2 USB-C plugs here. Then we have our light switches. We have a European plug, 2 USB-A plugs, and an American plug right here. So for the vanity, you're all set, or if you're using it for a desk area, you're absolutely all set to do some work here. We've got drawers, a desk drawer here, and then a set of 3 drawers here that you can use for clothes or for any of your accessories. Another drawer here, and we have our refrigerator / cooler. So it's really nice setup, and I do have to say the lighting in here, the accent lighting between the neon lights as you can look around, and also the vanity light here is really a step above. So it's extremely nice. Okay, before we finish and move into the bed area, you'll see we have a nice long couch, long sofa here, and we did look it up. This room is a 3-person room. It's not a 4-person room. The couch doesn't pull out, but they can turn this into a single bed. So if you're traveling with a child or 3 adults, you can book this room. Going into the bed area, you have the typical Royal Caribbean king bed that can be split if you want to have separate singles here. And you'll see that they have shelving, not drawers, next to the bed here. So on this side, you've got your 3 shelving unit here, and you also over here have your power switch to this light and a USB-A plug right over here. So that's nice to have. And as you're coming over here, you'll notice really large flat screen TV and also additional shelving here. And if you look down here, again, another USB-A and USB-C plug, again, for a charging station, if that's how you'd like to use it. Now, this is no different than pretty much every cabin we've been in. It's all metal walls. So we've brought our own hooks, as you're familiar with, and you've probably seen them around, and they're holding a bunch of things up, but it just keeps us more organized. So that doesn't, these type of hooks don't come with the room, but it's something that we add all the time. Okay, let's come on over here. A little bit of a trade-off. You don't have as many shelving units here on this side, but if you're on this side of the bed, not only do you get a USB port here, you get an American outlet, and if you do want to turn off all the lights at night and one fell swoop, that's the switch that will control every light in the room here. So nicely appointed on either side, and a really enjoyable room. As I mentioned and you saw, this is a balcony room, so let's head out here for a moment. Now, hopefully you can hear me. We're at sea today. It's a beautiful day out, and we've already used this balcony. It's not the largest, but it works fine, and they have something I need to show you. Not only do they have these typical, leaning back loungers, but they all come with these nice footrests. So you can be out here all you want and, just read a book or have a drink or eat something and enjoy the view. So this is our balcony tour and Icon of the Seas. We are thoroughly enjoying this room and we would highly recommend it. But just to keep it real, as we try to do, the one thing about this room and the few rooms around here, We are on top of the Dueling Piano Bar, which is a great venue, but they do go late into the evening, and you can hear them through the floor somewhat. It's not keeping us up at night, but if you are a very light sleeper, just be aware that there is some background noise coming from the Dueling Piano Bar. So that's it. Everything else has been top notch. Let us know if you have any questions about this room or Icon of the Seas. We'll be producing more videos, so definitely go check it out. Take care.